Hey folks, good morning. This is video 27 of the video series that corresponds to the book Road of Happy Destiny. And I am very tired this morning. I'm exhausted. I got a lot of work going on. Oh, poor me. Anxiety, stressful day. Nope. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it because I'm having the revelation, not that it's a very new one, but a more aware revelation. In other words, I'm more aware of the truth of the fact that since I make the habit of surrendering the day, each and every day, over to God. Notice I didn't call it my day. I just called it the day. It's not my day. This is the Lord's day. Every day is God's. Everything that happens in this day is ordained by Him in my world or version of the day, because I've surrendered my mind, will, and emotions to Him. My body and the spirit that animates it, all of it's His to begin with. Just like all of my resources are His, all of my talents and abilities are His, my will and my feelings and my thoughts and the direction I want to go with things and yada yada. It's all His. Everything is His. So when I surrender that back to Him and I rededicate what He's given to me, I rededicate it back to Him, like almost like regifting back to the person that gave it to you. To Him, that's a really high level of respect and appreciation, admiration, and gratitude. So I'm going to exercise that today, because every movement that I make with my hands, everything that I speak out of my mouth, everything I see, every wiggle of a blade of grass that blows in the breeze, all of it is specifically ordained by the God of the universe. I don't have much to worry about. Whatever happens today, it was going to happen anyway, whether I wanted it to or not. The difference is my attitude. So, attitude of gratitude. It's going to be a great day. I'm glad that you guys are a part of it and that you're alive and that you're being able to enjoy this. And I don't know if they play videos in heaven, but if they do, then those of you that are not alive that just watched this, yeah, I'm just playing. Just see where I'm going with that. But anyway, shout out to those guys too. That was weird. Okay. So yeah, big shout out and rejoicing in heaven for the fact that hopefully I can save a soul today. I don't know, but this is the first time in quite a while that I woke up in the morning thinking, first of all, thank you, Lord, for the day. But I do that often, but in such a way that I'm excited, genuinely excited about what the day is going to bring. I just moved into a new apartment. I got a lot of work to do to get that thing ready, but it's going to be, I don't know. This might be a little femmy to say, and I don't really care, but kind of like nesting. I'm building this house specifically, or designing the inside of this house specifically for me and my daughter. The whole layout is going to be just for me and her. We each get our own recliner chairs. We each get our own different sections of the house. We each get, spaces for us to spend time together. It's all designed with that in mind. And so I get to take part in that and just be guided by the Spirit and see where that takes us and see what we end up having the house look like. And I'll make a small video of what the house looks like because it's going to be beautiful when it's finished. It's already finished in terms of construction, and it's beautiful already, but I spent a long time in the last few months just picking out different pieces of decor and such like that for the house. So I'm excited to see how it all plays out. I'm going to do a video where you walk in and just kind of like, you got to make a choice. You're going upstairs or going downstairs. What are you going to do? And then we'll take a little quick tour. It'll be cool. Anyway, that was a much unnecessary or a very unnecessary detour to what I was talking about. Alright, so anyway, talking about saving souls first thing in the morning, that's fantastic. Who does that? I don't normally do that. A lot of people do, and that's freaking awesome. But I usually don't. I'm open to the idea of finding somebody to talk to Christ about that doesn't necessarily believe, but I don't run into them a whole lot anymore. And I'm grateful for that, because most of the people that I run into are usually folks that are already excited about God, or maybe they've fallen away a little bit, but they still believe and they're coming back to Him. But I haven't run into a whole lot of people lately that straight up just don't believe, and are wanting to believe maybe, but just don't have the information, or their own intellect and the way they analyze stuff kind of prevents them from believing. In fact, if that's you, if you stumbled across this video and you're thinking, another freaking Bible thumper, blah. Although interesting, maybe I'll watch a little farther. You found this video for a good reason. I'd love to talk to you. reach out to me, reach out to another Christian person. There aren't very many questions, in fact I can think of none, that I haven't been able to answer for somebody that believes they can disprove God, or believe that would be an atheist, or somebody that just isn't sure in general, and doesn't have a particular faith at all, but maybe there's something out there, maybe not, I don't know. It's kind of an agnostic from my way of understanding, and I might be wrong on that, so don't quote me on that one per se. But I haven't really found many questions that I couldn't answer, or I couldn't find it. I haven't been able to find any real contradictions in anything that I believe in, or anything that I say, or that I've said so far anyway, that would disprove God in any way. Of course, I mean, you're not going to convince me God doesn't exist. I've seen him too many times. I've heard him too many times. He's shown up in my life too many times, in such miraculous, unreal ways, that there is no shaking my faith in that way, which is fantastic. And I want you to have the same thing. I really, truly do. Because as you can see from my energy right now, I am excited because God is incredible, and he's just doing stuff in my life that feels great and that I don't deserve, but they're just coming in. And the reason they're coming in is just like I've shared in the first beginning videos of this series. I'm simply noticing something to be grateful for. That's what I start with. It's like the guy that had a paperclip and traded it for a pen, and traded it for something else, and on and on and on and on. And pretty soon that paperclip, dude, he had a house and vehicles and stuff, right? Well, I start the process by finding one thing to be grateful for, and I thank God genuinely for that thing. And then I ask him to help me notice the next thing. And he does, and it's amazing, and it's so beautiful to find one thing to be grateful for. Excuse the sunlight. It's beautiful to find one thing to be grateful for, and then thank God for it. Notice the next thing to be grateful for, and then experience that gratitude, and on it goes like a snowball down a really tall mountain. I mean, I've struggled with anxiety and depression and bipolar and ADD and just all this stuff, addiction, lust, just gambling, all this garbage, all under control, all more or less healed from, not more or less, more, basically completely healed from all of those things. I have victory over addiction. I'm in recovery, actively, you know. The other things, yeah, I struggle with some of those things, you know, the thoughts of them at least, but not the action so much. And it's just a beautiful thing. And God's rewarding that, which is strange, because he rewards me with giving him acknowledgement by letting me notice something to be grateful for. The ability to be grateful, another gift. The ability to have faith, a gift. So you acknowledge him a little bit, he gives you a little bit more ability to exercise that relationship with him. And then you give it back to him. All right, cool, thanks for letting me notice that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that thing that I'm grateful for. Bam. You don't make it a quarter mile down the road before you notice one more thing to be grateful for. And then on it goes. You get where I'm going with that, and that was kind of enough of a ramble as it was already. So I just want to express my gratitude and my thanks for the viewers and for my God for letting me be a part of all of this. And I'm just excited for the day, and I hope that you are too. So it's going to be a good one. If you believe in God, that it's going to trust in him, that it's going to be a good day, 90% of the time, it's a pretty good day. I mean, sometimes bad stuff happens because bad people do bad things, and free will is a thing, so God kind of has to allow free will to take its course because that's part of the plan of all this. But if you're getting your life together and you're trying to act right and you're trying to be acknowledging or, acknowledge God on a regular basis, you have hope like nobody has hope. And it maybe doesn't feel like it, maybe you're not experiencing it emotionally, but we can't trust our emotions very often. The devil uses those, first of all, to get at us a lot, and they're distracting more than anything else. And it feels good to be grateful. But the spiritual side of that and the connotations and the results of that gratitude from that level are much more important than how it feels physically or emotionally. I don't know about you guys, but when I feel happy, there's a physical sensation that comes with that. I feel lighter. I just feel better, physically and emotionally. The spiritual part is where it begins. It overflows into this physical realm, and that's kind of how the gratitude works. On my side of things, that's how my perception of it is. And sometimes I'm a little off, but usually not. And it's not about me or being on or off. It's the Spirit speaking through me, and so that maybe I'm going to say the last 20 seconds that was a little bit more me than the Spirit. So I'm gonna, when I start rambling and I start kind of stumbling over my words a little bit, at that point I feel that I'm not speaking from the Spirit as much, and it's starting to dial back. So that's my sign. It's time to dial back on the video. Cut this one loose. So again, thank you so much for watching. And as usual, though it shouldn't be taken as just mundane, it is my sincerest prayer in this moment. Okay, it's my sincerest prayer in this moment that God bless you continually and abundantly beyond what you already deserve, that He brings restoration and redemption into your life, and that you just enjoy the rest of this day because God is in it. He made it. It's going to be awesome. So thank you again for watching, and may God bless you abundantly. Take care. Bye-bye.